We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives, and when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Rocks, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda, Craig Blair for State Senate, Orsini's Home Store, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Hagerstown Ford, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening and welcome to the Cardinal Coliseum as it's a top 10 matchup in the state of West Virginia. The Spring Mills Cardinals play host to the Martinsburg Bulldogs here in West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. The Cardinals coming in undefeated at 7-0, while Martinsburg sits at 4-1, and both teams coming off of signature wins for their program. Spring Mills, a victory over Morgantown, something that hasn't been done in the state of West Virginia in 2 seasons, and that's beat the Mohegans in the state, from a team in the state. And then Martinsburg with a big win over Jefferson, but it was a depleted Jefferson Cougars team. No Kylan Johnson, no Jamari Jenkins. I'm Nick Verzolini, alongside me, Colin McLaughlin, here as we bring you all the action from start to finish here tonight. Aiden Sensabaugh is our cameraman, and back in the studio, Dylan Bishop on the countdown to tip-off, brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, or online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons, Colin, it's a great matchup here tonight. Two teams that have similar styles in a lot of ways. Spring Mills has the size advantage when you look at the rosters, but it's two teams that can get up and down the floor, do a lot of different things on both ends of the floor, and it should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting matchup. Everybody in the Eastern Panhandle around the state looking forward to this one, looking around the Cardinal Coliseum here. Not many empty seats, still plenty of people filing in as well for the varsity game as JV wrapping things up here in the final minute of regulation. But as you said, 2 top 10 teams, maybe even top 5 teams in the state of West Virginia doing battle tonight. Arguably one of the biggest games of the night, this one. And, of course, Morgantown, Parkersburg South on the other side of the state, the rematch of last year's state championship. But a lot of people think one of these two teams that we'll see here on the hardwood tonight could potentially be in that state championship this year.
I mean, that's the thing. The Eastern Panhandle's so loaded, it's hard to say if they can even make it to Charleston because of how many talented teams there are. I mean, obviously, at this point, it looks like Spring Mills is a heavy favorite, but you never know. And on the other side, or not the other side, the other side of the county, I guess, or over in Hedgesville, I guess I should say, we got Musselman Hedgesville tonight. So, I mean, not only are all eyes on this game, but really all eyes are on the Eastern Panhandle for some huge games here tonight in the EPAC that could kind of give us a little bit of a direction of where we might be looking come March.
Yeah, and I mean, these two teams here tonight always play each other close, just like last year, even though it was Spring Mills getting the victories over Martinsburg both times, and it was the first year under Coach Rogers at Martinsburg at a losing record. It was still one-possession, two-possession games each time around. Maybe we see something different here. Who knows? But I'm definitely looking forward to it, that's for sure.
And when you look at things, I think another huge storyline here tonight, Colin, Keyshawn Cheek, no longer with the Spring Mills Cardinals, now with the Martinsburg Bulldogs after leaving the team halfway through last season. Keyshawn then transferring to Martinsburg, I believe, sometime in the spring of last year. And then now he's with the Bulldogs, and he's on the other side of this rivalry, which adds an interesting storyline. Obviously, it's his return to Spring Mills, not to overhype it. He's a high school kid. They transfer schools at times and, play for different schools. It's not so much any sort of personal gripe against anybody or anything like that, but it is, different. These are your teammates, guys that you played basketball with for a long time, had a lot of success with in the Cardinals, and it's going to be a little weird to see Keyshawn Cheek in the red and I'm already messing up, in the orange and black opposed to in the red and white. Even I, and the blue, when I was writing down my scorecard, was like, Cheek, Martinsburg? That doesn't seem right. And then I was like, oh, wait, no, that is right. So it's a interesting storyline. It's an interesting situation. And, of course, Keyshawn being one of the best players on the court here tonight as well just adds to what's already a great rivalry.
Yeah, him complimenting Shipley on Martinsburg's side, along with the freshman Josiah King. I mean, look for them to have big games tonight, and if that is the case, look for them to potentially upset Spring Mills, who you got to favor in this matchup. 1, being at home, 2, being undefeated, 3, who they have on their team, the Andersons, and arguably the best player in the state, too, at being Caleb Thomas, a guy that almost any night it looks like is about either a rebound or an assist or a block or 2 away from a quadruple double.
No, he's insane. In my opinion, Caleb is the best player in the state, or at least in the early part of the season he has proven to be, as we saw his performance against Morgantown. 18 points, 10 blocks, 7 rebounds, 7 assists in a 32-minute game. That is insane numbers. Caleb Thomas is 6'7", and he's only a junior, right? So he's only going to get better and better. And seeing him here tonight, it's always going to be fun, and I think that makes it tough for Martinsburg, because if they rely on what they've relied on so far, that's getting to the rim and trying to finish. When you have a guy that can get 10 blocks in a game, it's not going to be easy to get to the rim.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult tonight for Martinsburg to try to match up with Thomas down low on both sides of the floor. We talked about it earlier today on the Sports Mix. Probably would see Awuna, maybe Cheek, but both of them undersized, and they also don't have the amount of strength that you see and the force that you see in Caleb Thomas. So you can't stop him. You're going to have to, though, do your best to contain him and make somebody else beat you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be very exciting to see Caleb Thomas. Xavier Anderson also stands at 6'7". So there's a lot of size on this Spring Mills team. Of course, Lokeu Smith, the junior as well, standing at 6'4", very athletic perimeter player. So, these two teams match up pretty well. Martinsburg has the speed. They have the ability to press, get up and down the floor. But Spring Mills is arguably the best team in the state of West Virginia right now. And actually, I don't think there's any argument. They just beat Morgantown. They're the best team in the state as of right now. Martinsburg's coming into their house for what should be an exciting basketball game. Both teams take the floor. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have our coaches' interviews. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Craig Blair.
Get in the holiday spirit with a new Chevy from CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg. Right now, during the Chevy Red Tag sales event, save up to $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2024 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab. Or check out a new 2024 Equinox and save up to $3,000 off MSRP. And did we mention every new car comes with Chevy Complete Care and our lifetime warranty? Find new roads at CMA Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
I do.
We got double the Rocks gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rocks Rewards.
We got double the Rocks gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rocks Rewards.
We welcome you back to Spring Mills High School. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin, as we get into our coaches' interviews brought to you by Rocks Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Rocks, fast, fresh, friendly. We'll start with the head coach of the Spring Mills Cardinals, Luke Samples, and then hear from Martinsburg head coach Dave Rogers. Joined by the head coach of the Spring Mills Cardinals, Luke Samples. Coach, big game for you guys tonight against Martinsburg, coming off of a big win against Morgantown the other day and had some time off in between. What did you guys kind of learn from that win as you get ready for this one?
Well, we learned we're right where we want to be, 7-0, undefeated. But that doesn't matter coming into EPAC play, man. We got to get better every day, and that's what we did. Every day, try to get better. Obviously, put in the scout. We know what Martinsburg wants to do. So we think we have the solution to beat it.
And really, both teams have a ton of momentum. I mean, both teams winning record. Martinsburg coming off of a win over Jefferson, something they haven't done in a while, and really isn't done a whole lot around here, at least recently. And you guys getting that win over Morgantown, that hasn't happened in 2 years in the state of West Virginia, a team beating them. So just both teams playing well, and how exciting is that for you guys heading into this matchup, knowing that both teams are playing at a high level and it's another chance to get another quality win?
Yeah, well, without Jenkins and Johnson, Jefferson's a little bit different. But Martinsburg's good. I mean, they have our guy Keyshawn Cheek. I mean, he's an all-state player. So yeah, man, they're good. We don't want to make it more than what it is. It's a high school basketball game. I mean, we've been in these games where we've played the capitals of the world. We've played the Morgantowns, Parkersburg, Souths. So, I mean, we're ready for it. Again, man, we're playing another West Virginia high school that's 4-1. We don't want to make it anything that it's not. We're just sticking to the same routine every single day, obviously adjusting the scout. But, again, if we just do what we need to do, we're going to be just fine.
You talked about that routine. What were some things you tried to do this week in order to prepare for the matchup?
Well, I mean, Martinsburg presses. They try to press the whole game. They try to get after it. I think that, if we handle their pressure, we'll be just fine. Obviously, they have a good guard play. They try to get the basket. We got to keep them out of the lane. Just everything. Again, when we talk about Martinsburg, it's like Coach Dave Rogers has had one losing season in 40-whatever years he's been there. Martinsburg is always going to be good, every single year. Even last year, they were good. They play a tough schedule just like we do every year. So, again, man, we have to break their press. We have to rebound, and we can't have live ball turnovers. And, again, over and over and over, how do you beat Martinsburg? No live ball turnovers and beat them on the glass. And that's what we have to do again tonight.
You mentioned it, typical Martinsburg team. They have talent, they have speed. How do you match that speed, or do you think that you guys match up pretty well with them?
I think we match up well with everyone. It doesn't really matter anymore about height or about speed. Everyone has speed. Everyone has height. And, again, our strength is our length and athleticism. Their strength is their small little guards running around everywhere. So, again, everyone has a strength. It's just whatever strength is better that night. If Martinsburg comes out and executes better than we do, they're going to win. If we come out and execute better than Martinsburg, then we're going to win. And at the end of the day, what the fans don't really realize is, both teams want to win. And one's going to win, one's going to lose. And at the end of the day, we're both pretty dang good. So let's just have fun, watch the game. And these kids are going to put on a show tonight from both teams. I'm excited.
You mentioned it, Keyshawn being on the other side. Obviously, we're not going to get in like it's a big deal that he's playing for Martinsburg now or anything like that. But is it going to be a little weird for you and for the kids, do you think?
I'm glad that we played him in Fall League. It's kind of get your feet wet. It's Fall League, no one cares. But, man, I love Keyshawn. Care for that kid so much. I already gave him a bro hug before the game. I tell our guys all the time, I want Keyshawn to be first team All-State every night except for Friday night when he plays us. I don't want him to do well tonight. Every other night, man, go have 30. I love Keyshawn. I hope the best for him, and it's just good to see him. I mean, obviously the kids are friends. We see each other a lot, so it's good for him. I just want what's best for him, and I'm proud of him. He's come a long way. I've watched games, obviously, and just wish him the best.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, man.
I'm ready.
Now joined by head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Dave Rogers. Coach, good game tonight, it should be, between you guys and Spring Mills. They're coming off of a big win over Morgantown, a team that hasn't lost to a team in the state in 2 years, but you guys just got a good win over Jefferson as well, even though they were a little bit depleted. So just both teams coming in playing good basketball. What are you excited about tonight?
Well, I think it's a team that makes it happen on the floor. They've got no question, they've got talent, and they do a lot of things that we've got to try to counteract. We have to protect the basketball. We have to make some shots. Our defense is right now is turning some points into offense. So we're ready to play. Let's go after it and see who gets it.
You talked about before trying to return to your old style of play with the press, leading to that easy offense on the other end. How do you think this group has really adapted that style?
Oh, no question that they've had. They've done a great job. Their work ethic is there. Their hustle is there. Their toughness is there. We have to be able to block off. They're a little bit bigger than we are. We've got to be able to get down and score. And we have to watch their scores. I mean, they've got some guys that can score. And when you do that, you've got to make sure that they're not hitting easy buckets, and you got to make sure that we're contesting everything they shoot.
You mentioned the size difference. They got two kids that are 6'7", and you guys typically like to run that 4-guard offense. So, how do you kind of use your speed to your advantage, but also make sure that you block off and get those rebounds?
Well, blocking off is a big key. I mean, and everybody's got to block off. It just can't be the big guys. Everybody's got to take care of their own. It comes down to doing your job. We can draw every X and O you want, offense, defense, and it ain't about the X's and O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. So who can perform, who can do the job, and we're looking forward to tonight. Kids are ready to play.
And on your side, Keyshawn Cheeks now on your side of this rivalry. I guess have you gotten anything from Keyshawn that maybe he can give you some inside scoops?
No, I tell you what, he's a great young man. He's doing a good job for us, and I know he's anxious to come back and play. He hopefully this is a night that he's really going to step up big for us. But again, we've got nice kids that work very hard, very very good in the classroom. Don't have to deal with any grades. They have great attitudes. They've worked hard, so we hope they really do a good job tonight. It's going to be a great game to watch.
Anything else that you're looking for in terms of keys to getting a win?
No, we just got to be able to use our pressure. We've got to be able to make them handle the basketball, and then we've got to be able to stop them from scoring. They do a lot of nice things. So, when they played Morgantown, that was a great ball game to watch. I mean, you had two good teams out there. We know they're good. So, let's see where we are, where we measure up. The pressure's not on us. We're not supposed to win. We're not number one. So, let's see how it goes.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
That was Martinsburg Bulldogs head coach Dave Rogers, as well as Spring Mills head coach Luke Samples. We'll take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll continue to break down this matchup between Martinsburg and Spring Mills tonight in West Virginia High School boys basketball. On Talk Radio WRNR and TV10, back in 2 minutes.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come
from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Spring Mills High School, Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin, here on the Parsons Ford countdown to tip-off. As Martinsburg taking on Spring Mills tonight here in West Virginia High School boys basketball. And Colin, we've talked about it a lot. You know, big matchup here across the state of West Virginia. A lot going on, though, in the EPAC as well. Musselman taking on Hedgesville tonight in boys basketball. That should be another good game on the other side of the section. Or in the section, I should say, is last night Jefferson and Washington were in action. Jefferson getting a win over Millbrook, Washington beating Broadford and Christian Academy. So things are heating up here in the EPAC as we've played some of the opening games and are starting to see already. We know this league's going to be tough, but we're starting to see, you know, maybe who could be toward the top of the Eastern Panhandle this year.
Yeah, I mean, every team so far in the Eastern Panhandle has a overall winning record, and the two teams that we get to see tonight, most probably would say, at least as of right now, are the two best teams out of the six here. Yes, you could still put Jefferson in the argument, and maybe you take it, even though Martinsburg did get the win earlier this week against Jefferson. As you said, Jefferson were without two of their three leading scorers. But if Martinsburg can pull off the win tonight, I think that argument's completely out the window.
Right.
And the new argument coming to town would be Martinsburg's the best team here in the Panhandle.
Yeah, and they have a chance to prove that here tonight, obviously, with beating Spring Mills. They might be able to prove that they're the best team in the state, if that's the case. Their one loss is outside of the state, so it would be fair to say that with a win here tonight at this point in the year. But it's still so early, it's hard to tell. We got a lot of basketball still left to be played, where typically things get decided on the court, and that tends to work out pretty well. Of course, it's hard to really say. Also, Hedgesville and Musselman are right there, and Washington could still be there at some point this year. So it does still feel very open. I think a healthy Jefferson team I would still put ahead of this Bulldog team as of right now, but in 32 minutes of basketball action, I may think differently.
Yeah, both teams are locked in, looking on both sides right now and focused, anticipating this matchup. People still filing in at one point here towards tip-off. It might be standing room only here in the Cardinal Coliseum. The energy's going to be high.
Where is the standing room?
Can both teams, I know, can both teams, though, overcome the energy of the fans, not let it become too much and lose focus? Right now it doesn't look like that, but once game time comes, things are different.
Yeah, with how things are filling up, it may be TV 10 only, because you can't get into the Cardinal Coliseum here pretty soon. So if you're hoping to make it to the game, maybe tune in on radio, come out as quickly as possible. I mean, obviously there's only 4.5 minutes here until tip-off, but with that, Colin, let's get your keys to the game. The key to your next car is brought to you at the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of Friends and Family Pricing.
For Martinsburg, you got to control the boards. Spring Mills has the size matchup. I mean, multiple guys that are 6'7", your biggest guy being Owuna, I believe, only standing in at 6'4". His wingspan, though, a little bit bigger, but you're still down low in a big mismatch. If you can somehow control the boards, keep that tempo at the pace that you want it, you'll be fine in this one. Spring Mill side, got to play like you did against Morgantown. Start fast, take control of the game, never lose control of the game. It's that simple.
Yeah, I think those are good keys. So we'll take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll bring you starting lineups. As this is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
I'm going to do that just to see if that maybe helps out with the
camera.
Yeah, because here and there you'll see little blips. It's not too bad.
Look and feel your best this year. WVU Medicine Plastic, Cosmetic, and Reconstructive Surgery Martinsburg offers a variety of procedures to enhance your appearance. Board certified by the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, Dr. Jack Gelman specializes in tummy tucks, breast augmentation and lips, liposuction, body contouring, arm and thigh lifts, Botox, and filler injections. WVU Medicine Plastic, Cosmetic, and Reconstructive Surgery. Financing options are available. Call 304-350-3274.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
304-263-4343. We'll start the visitors, the Martinsburg Bulldogs, starting at guard number 0, a freshman, Josiah King. Also at guard, a junior, number 2, Keyshawn Cheek. Also at guard, a junior, number 3, Chase Shipley. At guard, a junior, number 4, Kyrie Bunny. And at forward, a junior, number 5, Anthony Owuna. The Bulldogs are coached by Dave Rogers. And then on the Spring Mill side, starting for them at guard, a sophomore, number 2, Akwesi Opoku Achampon. At guard, number 3, a junior, Caleb Thomas. At forward, a sophomore, number 10, Xavier Anderson. At guard, a junior, number 11, Loke Smith. And then at guard, a junior, number 15, Max Anderson. We'll take another 2-minute break and then bring you the tip-off after that. Actually, let's make it a 3-minute break here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the Committee to Re-elect Craig Blair.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot are in a league of their own when it comes to rugged capability. Their relentless power and versatility make these vehicles the ultimate challengers for exhilarating adventures and formidable terrain. But it's not just performance that makes these cars special. It's the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. That's why we're KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's moving lives forward.
Available all-wheel drive on Pilot based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin. Colin, the Bulldogs have been announced. Spring Mills getting ready to take the floor now. And like you said earlier, it's pretty much a packed house here for Spring Mills, Martinsburg, on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. And very excited crowd here for the number one team in the state, the Spring Mills Cardinals.
You ready, Nick?
I'm ready,
It's
man.
about to get dark in here. Here we go. The strobe lights, the spotlight, it's on this game. And right now, literally, it's on Spring Mills.
Yeah. And you know, people are ready, obviously, to see this team play. They're a Spring Mills team that's coming in 7-0, beating both the defending state champion Morgantown Mohegan, as well as, the state runner-ups in Parkersburg South. So this team is rolling right now. They're playing great basketball.
Yeah, I mean, a perfect season for them. Their expectation this year was to be exactly in this spot. We knew the past 2 years a lot of people called Spring Mills young, and that was the reason why they weren't getting to the level that they are now. Now the expectation is get at this level, stay at this level, and see where it takes you from here.
The crazy thing about that statement, Colin, is they're still young. They only have one senior on this roster, so they're going to be a force not only this year but potentially next year as well, presuming everybody sticks together. And there's really no reason for them not to. But in high school sports, you never know. But this is a Spring Mills team that clearly is ready to play, clearly has played some great basketball. On the Martinsburg side, though, Coach Rogers said, hey, We're underdogs. And how often do you say Martinsburg is underdog in anything? But that is tonight.
That is the case tonight, and you're correct. It is very rare that you hear underdog and the Martinsburg Bulldogs in the same sentence. Even though he says they're the underdogs, though, going out on that court, that's not in their mind. They're the best team out on that court in their mind, and they want it so badly tonight to prove that correct.
Well, we're ready for the opening tip-off, brought to you by the Skinner Accident Injury Lawyers, representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. Caleb Thomas in the circle for the Cardinals. In the circle for the Bulldogs is Anthony Awuna. Martinsburg in their black jerseys, black shorts, white numbers outlined in orange with the orange stripe down the side, and Spring Mills in the home white uniforms, white jersey, white shorts, blue stripes down the side, blue number outlined in red, and then the red Cardinals across the chest. Bulldogs win the tip, and Martinsburg has it here first with Keyshawn Cheek. Now swinging it over to Kyrie Bunny. Bunny up top to Awuna. Here's King. Step back three on the way is off the mark. No good. Easily rebounded by Xavier Anderson.
Both teams right now just trying to fill each other out. You expect the defense on both sides to be very physical.
Kwesi Opoku-Atrampong with the basketball down low to Caleb Thomas. Caleb Thomas with the spin move, left-handed layup off the glass is up and good with our first 2 points of the game. Caleb Thomas.
Yeah, you saw that time it was Shipley up against him, and he realized it was going to be a mismatch immediately.
Here's Chase Shipley with the basketball now being guarded by Xavier Anderson. Shipley swings it, trying to find Keyshawn Cheek, but the pass goes out of bounds. It's a turnover, and Spring Mills will take over. And you talked about their Shipley being matched up on Thomas. He perhaps has one of the longer wingspans, besides Awuna, of course, to throw a matchup at him. But here's Kwesi, into the corner for Max Anderson. And now a battle for the basketball. Chase Shipley comes away with it, finds Keyshawn Cheek ahead. Now to Josiah King to the wing to Shipley for a wide open three. That's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Max Anderson.
Yeah, you can't miss those tonight. Otherwise, it's going to be a long night.
Thomas drives into the lane, kicks it out to Atrampong. Atrampong with the basketball. Opoku-Atrampong, that is, and it's a 5-second call and a turnover for Spring Mills, and now Martinsburg will take over.
Yeah, very physical defense there. No foul called. Maybe later we'll see, because there was definitely a little bit of contact made there. Referee decided to let him play. We'll go on from there.
Cheek with the basketball, dribbling it across half court, guarded by Anderson, swings it into the corner for Shipley. Over a wide open Kyrie Bunny, three on the way. That rattles home. First 3 points of the game for Martinsburg, who's been taking a lot of threes here early, Colin.
Yes, they have, and the defense also doing a great job here at the start with a full court press. Just now forcing a turnover, and it's because of the speed they have to immediately, as soon as somebody gets the ball, force a double team.
Yeah, it's off the hands there of Lou Smith and out of bounds, and it will be Martinsburg basketball. Keyshawn Cheek, the point guard, the former Spring Mills Cardinals, swings it to Chase Shipley here on the left wing. Back up top to Cheek. Now reverse the basketball to King. Somebody threw something out on the court. So that will delay the game here. I believe it came from the student section
of Martinsburg. That's correct. Kind of just slips out of the hands of one of the students. I won't signal him out even though I know who it is. Don't want to get him in trouble.
Nah, I don't think it was intentional.
No, not at all.
Luckily didn't hit anybody or anything, so no big deal there. Keyshawn Cheek brings it across. Referee Jake Long did a good job of not overreacting to the situation. Keyshawn Cheek with it at the top of the key. Reverses it into the corner for Chase Shipley. Up top, Kyrie Bunny. Swings it to Keyshawn Cheek now. 5:25 to go in this first quarter. 3-2 Bulldogs on top. Cheek drives in the lane, kisses it off the glass, no good. But Awuna's there to follow.
Good job there by Awuna. Nobody was guarding him because Thomas went up to try to reject Cheek, which left Awuna all by himself in the paint.
And now here is Caleb Thomas bringing it across the court for the Cardinals. Thomas, the 6'7" point guard. Don't see that very often, but we've grown used to it here in the Eastern Panhandle. Apoko Champon with the basketball, reverses it to Thomas, who drives, pulls up with a baseline J, and that is good from Caleb Thomas.
Right now, both teams trading blows, exactly what you expected early on, still feeling each other out.
5-4, Martinsburg on top. Thomas with all 4 points for the Cardinals. Chase Shipley drives in with the left-hand spin move, has it knocked up into the air, but gets it back. Lou Smith trying to go up for it as well, but it ends up in the hands of the Bulldogs. Here's Josiah King now running the point for Martinsburg. Over to Shipley, right wing. Shipley kicks it back to King. King drives into the left hand, goes up strong against Lou Smith. Tries to go off the glass, it's no good, but Anthony Awuna fights for the rebound, gets it for the Bulldogs. Wide open Shipley, 3 on the way is no good. And a foul called underneath the basket.
You're not sure who it's going to be on. You saw some extra contact made down low between, I believe it was Bunny and Anderson.
Yeah,
looks
call
like
on
Anderson's
Max.
calling.
So Max Anderson picks up his first personal, the first team foul of the game. 5-4, Martinsburg on top, 4:14 to go in the opening quarter. Here's Shipley off the inbound. Swings it back up top to Keyshawn Cheek. Will dribble it just outside that circle of the Spring Mills logo at midcourt. Reverse the basketball now to Kyrie Bunny on the right wing. Back up top, Awuna dribble handoff with Shipley. Shipley guarded by Thomas. Resets the offense. Under 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Thomas pokes it away into the hands of Xavier Anderson. Caleb Thomas on a 1-on-3 fast break. Has to slow things down. Finds Anderson. And it's tipped away by Cheek as he tried to get it back to Thomas. Cheek with the no-look pass to Awuna off the glass. No good. Xavier Anderson grabs the rebound. Fast break here for the Cardinals. Lou Smith with it. Left-handed three-pointer from the left wing is good.
Shipley now trying to go back the other way, and a very smart move by him. Lost it for a second, had to grab it and just threw it off the Kwesi.
Spring Mills makes it 7-5 Cardinals on the electric three from Lou Smith. With 3:25 to go in this first period. Keyshawn Cheek inbounds the ball to Kyrie Bunny. Now back to Cheek. Guarded by Xavier Anderson. 3:19 to go in this first quarter. Bunny with it in the left corner. He'll drive in to the lane, and then Thomas denies him the basket, or denies a lane to the basket. You see the face guard here of Keyshawn Cheek by Xavier Anderson trying to deny him the basketball. King, though, with the hesitation dribble, goes up strong with the left hand. That's no good. It's tipped around. Keyshawn tries to get the rebound for the Bulldogs, but it heads out of bounds, and it will be Spring Mills basketball. Max Anderson to inbound it here on the near side to the left of our broadcast positioning. And he gets into his brother Xavier Anderson. Long full court pass to Max. Max has to slow things down with the Bulldogs quickly back on the defensive end. 2:45 to go, first period, 7-5 Cardinals. Anderson drives in, kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way from Apoku Achampon is no good, and it's rebounded by Keyshawn Cheek into the hands of King. King will slow things down for the Bulldogs, who trail by 2 at 7-5. 2:25 to go, opening quarter. Martinsburg taking on Spring Mills here, high school boys basketball. Kyrie Bunny's three is a brick off the side of the backboard. It's rebounded by Apoku Achampon, and he'll get it going the other way. Here's Caleb Thomas behind the back. Dribble, spin move in the lane. Kick it out. Max Anderson open three-pointer is short. Rebounded by Xavier Anderson underneath the basket. A foul called. I believe it's going to go on Kyrie Bunny. Be his first and the first on the Dogs with 2:04 to go in the first. Excuse me, that one called on Keyshawn Cheek. His first personal.
Like the strategy defensively that Spring Mills is going with the face guarding for Anderson against Cheek.
Here's Xavier Anderson off the inbound, now over to Max. Caleb Thomas, spin move in the lane, fadeaway J is short. Keyshawn Cheek skies up for the rebound and comes away with it. Cheek into the corner for Kyrie Bunny, coming off of a big game against Jefferson, 22 points. Cheek into the lane with the left-handed dribble, dumps it down to Bunny. Bunny's fadeaway jumper is no good. Lou Smith skies up for the rebound and grabs it for the Cardinals. Spring Mills will now just slow things down. Apoku Achampon with the basketball on the left wing. Reverse the basketball into the hands of Max Anderson. Anderson over to Caleb Thomas. Thomas faces up on Awuna. Thomas drives in the lane, pulls up from the elbow. That's no good. Rebounded underneath. Well, attempting for the rebound is Xavier Anderson. It heads out of bounds. It will head to the Bulldogs. Checking in for the Dogs is Height for King. And Spring Mills has not made any changes. Robinson in there as well for Martinsburg, as well as now Coy Fagan. So Cheek brings it ahead. 7-5 still to score here, Collins. Low-scoring ball game here early on with just over a minute to go in this first quarter.
Might have to go see who that is actually wearing 33 tonight. That is not Coy Fagan. Somebody swapped jerseys with him.
Interesting. Here's Keyshawn Cheek with the left-handed dribble over to Kyrie Bunny. Now in the hands of Height. Is that Zion? Here's a pull-up three for Keyshawn Cheek. It's no good. Rebounded by Caleb Thomas.
I think you're right. I remember those shoes.
And he's taller than Coy Fagan, so that would make sense. Here's a Poku Champon with the basketball into the hands of Max Anderson now. 7-5, Cardinals on top of the Bulldogs. Here's Wu Smith driving into the basket, and a foul called on his way to the rim. Not a shooting foul. Ball will be played now underneath the basket. Foul going to go on Height, his first. Bulldogs second here this first quarter. 26 seconds to go, just 7-5, our score.
Yeah, both teams have gone cold here the past few minutes. We'll see what happens here in the final 26 seconds.
Here's the long three from Opoku Achampon, and that is good, and it's 10-5. Kwesi knocking down the three there, and here's a turnover. Xavier Anderson with a lane to the rim and a one-handed jam. 12-5 on the Anderson dunk. Spring Mills leading at the end of one as they pull away with a little bit of a 5-0 run there, Colin.
Yeah, that's how you want to end the quarter here at home. Have your fans fired up here going into quarter number two.
60-second break. We're back with more EPAC boys basketball on the other side of this break. This is West Virginia High School basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. Cardinals 12, Bulldogs 5. Xavier Anderson with a big dunk to end the first quarter after the Kwesi Opoku Achampon three-pointer. So a nice little 5-0 run for Spring Mills makes it 12-5 at the end of one as we begin this second quarter. Our first quarter is brought to you by the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sondas, a family-owned full-service funeral home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown. Ranson, proudly serving the area since 1880, as well as CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA moving lives forward. We have a foul here as we enter the second quarter of play. And that's the second on Keyshawn Cheek for Martinsburg.
Yeah, he's going to remain out there, though. Just has to be careful here against Max Anderson.
Anderson driving in, dumps it down low to Caleb Thomas. Thomas on the wing. Tries to get a dribble handoff. Finds a Kwesi. And then the hands now of Wu Smith. Step back three on the way. That's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Zion. Keyshawn Cheek pushes it down the court to Shipley. Shipley down low, has it tipped away by Caleb Thomas.
Yeah, unlucky for Martinsburg. They had Zion down there wide open.
Anderson down low to, or over Xavier Anderson now. He drives in. Makes a good move and gets it in. I think it might have got tipped by Zion, but it still fell in the basket. So Xavier Anderson now with 4 points. Spring Mills extends the lead to 14-5. Here's Chase Shipley with it over to Kyrie Bunny. Bunny into the hands of Shipley in the corner. Reverses the ball to Cheek. Cheek, hesitation dribble. Over to Bunny now. Bunny trying to drive in. Not a whole lot of movement here from the Martinsburg offense with 6.5 to go in this first half. And Spring Mills up 14-5. Height swings it to Bunny. Bunny drives in at the right hand over to Shipley. Shipley pulls up from the extended elbow. It's short. No good. And a good rebound by Kwesi Opoku Champan. Palm, excuse me.
Spring Mills right now in control of this one. Martinsburg's been unable because of not having a basket so far here to set up the full court press.
Well, the Bulldogs take it away from Caleb Thomas that time. And here's Shipley driving in, but a foul called. And it's going to be on the floor. It's going against Spring Mills. Coach Samples disagrees with the call. Checking in is Josiah King. Into the game for Keyshawn Cheek. As we mentioned, he picked up his second foul just a few moments ago.
Looks like they called that foul against the Champagne.
Now getting in the ball to Height. Down low, nice bounce pass underneath. Height with the extra pass to Zion, and he puts it up and in.
Here you go. Now that Martinsburg was able to get the basket finally for the first time since about the 3-minute mark of the first quarter, they set up the full court press.
Martinsburg cuts it down to 14-7. Caleb Thomas brings it in across the timeline. Kyrie's Bunny is going to be called for the foul, and now some extra contact between Xavier Anderson and Kyrie Bunny. Nothing called on that. Getting ready to check into the game is that is not Xerxes Yancey. That is Gideon. At 14-7.
Spring Mills calls timeout.
We do have a Spring Mills timeout. Let's take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. Martinsburg trailing Spring Mills 14-7 here inside the Cardinal Coliseum with 5.5 minutes to go in this first half. Bulldogs bring in Cassius Gideon. And it's Caleb Thomas with the basketball for the Cardinals. Thomas going up against Kyrie Bunny, spins into the lane, kicks it out. Smith's three on the way. It's too strong, no good. Xavier Anderson trying to get the rebound. Somehow keeps it alive, but it's in the hands of Chase Shipley for Martinsburg. Bunny now over to Shipley, drives in, kicks it out. Wide open corner. Three from King is an air ball. Put too much on it. Good contest there at the last second for Max Anderson. Now Xavier Anderson with the basketball, and Spring Mills will slow it down. Poku Achampon with the basketball. He'll drive in, now throw up a floater. That comes up short. Bunny grabs the rebound in the hands of Shipley. Shipley on the attack, going hard to the rim, lays it up and in.
And that's when Martinsburg's at its best. The transition offense, 2v1 situation, makes it 14-9.
Especially with the length of Chase Shipley. Here's Caleb Thomas now with the basketball for Spring Mills as they break the press, but it's poked away by Kyrie Bunny. Martinsburg back on the fast break. Here's King driving in with the left hand, goes up strong. He is fouled by Max Anderson on his way up. That's the second on Anderson, I believe, here at 14-9, and that will send King to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
And now some More words exchanged here between Anderson and Gideon, this time the guilty party for Martinsburg, getting into the young Anderson's head.
Well, he's not young anymore, Carl.
The younger one.
Oh, yes. He's younger than Gideon, yes. I'm sorry. The younger
Yeah.
King's free throw is something good.
There's 2 Andersons, Nick.
Too many Andersons. Mr. Anderson.
Free throw was made, by the way.
Yes. I thought I maybe said that, but wasn't true. Josiah King's free throw good here. 14-10, 4:24 to go in the second quarter. Second one from King is up and good. Our second quarter is brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer, located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg, or online at Orsini's.com. Moose Smith's three is no good. Xavier Anderson skies up for the rebound, but knocks it away. Our other second quarter sponsor is Craig Blair for State Senate, the Eastern Panhandle's first and only Senate President and Lieutenant Governor, a fiscal and social conservative who's making West Virginia great again by cutting taxes and creating jobs. Let's re-elect Craig Blair in 2024. Here's Josiah King with the basketball for the Bulldogs at 14-11. Cardinals on top in a low-scoring physical basketball game. Here's Gideon to the rim. Shot is no good. Xavier Anderson grabs the rebound. In the hands now Max Anderson. Max going in with the right-handed dribble. Goes up strong, high off the glass. He's fouled on his way up. Blocking foul going to be called, I believe, on Kyrie Bunny as Anderson will shoot a pair.
Yeah, Bunny trying to say he went straight up, but still made some contact with the body, and that's what drew the foul being called against him. That's his second as well.
So Anderson to the line here for the first time tonight. His free throw is up and good. Max knocks it down. Makes it a 15-11 Spring Mills lead. So at times it felt like Spring Mills was going to pull away in this one, Colin, but the Martinsburg defense has just been good enough to keep it close. And their offense has come in spurts. But here's a miss. An offensive rebound by Xavier Anderson, but his shot is no good. Eventually gets tipped out into the hands of Anthony Awuna, who finds his teammate Chase Shipley, the point guard for the Bulldogs. Shipley, hand off to King. 3:35 to go in this first half. 15-11, Cardinals on top. King with the spin move off the dribble. Over to Shipley. Thought about the long triple, and now swings it back to King. King drives into the lane, goes up strong, and a foul called. It will not be a shooting foul. It is the third on the quarter and the second on Akwesi.
Quickly go off your point from a few seconds ago. We've seen this from Martinsburg a few times. We've seen them this year. They're able to keep it close in the first half, or only become a second-half team. That's when they take control and pull away.
Bulldogs with the basketball. King drives in. Swings it into the corner. A three-pointer is an air ball and rebounded by Caleb Thomas. Here's Max Anderson with the ball.
I think that's Coy Fagan in it, wearing 13.
I was going to say that, but I couldn't think of it. As Xavier Anderson with the layup and the foul as he goes up strong. And big game for Xavier so far in what's been a low-scoring game here, only 17-11. Anderson's the layup is good. He has 6 of the 17 for the Cardinals. And trying to make the three-point play on the foul there was Anthony Awuna, his first, the fourth against the Bulldogs this quarter.
Yeah, he drew him with the pump fake, and that's what got him here to the free throw line. But
the free throw no good. Rebounded by Shipley as he finds Fagan, and now back to Chase Shipley. Bulldogs with the basketball. Dribble handoff with King. King over to Gideon. Now into the hands of Fagan. Fagan with the dribble move. Now over to Shipley. Shipley has his shot rejected into the Bulldogs student section by none other than Caleb Thomas.
Yeah, we've been waiting for that. He's been quiet down low so far tonight. It was only a matter of time, though, before he sends the basketball a few rows deep.
Shipley, though, gets it right back, going into the hands of Josiah King. 6-point lead for Spring Mills, 2:40 to go in this first half. Over to Shipley, open three on the way, is just short. Rebounded by Xavier Anderson in the hands of Opoku Achampong. And he splits the defense and draws a foul.
That's the fifth team foul called against Martinsburg, so it's time for free throws here for Spring Mills.
Yep, he'll shoot a pair with that new double bonus rule in high school basketball. Akwesi Opoku Champon with 3 points so far, looking to add more here from the charity stripe. That's the second foul on Awuna.
Yep.
On Anthony Awuna. First one is up and good. So Akwesi trying to give himself 5 points now and extend the Spring Mills lead out to 19-11 with 2:27 to go in this first half, and the second one is straight through as well. So it's 19-11 Cardinals with 2:25 to go in the first half. Spring Mills has built itself a little 8-point lead. Martinsburg could use a bucket here with Cheek on the bench for the Bulldogs as well. Here's a foul going to go on Max Anderson. I believe that is his third, which will bring a substitution in as Tyler Jones will be checking in. That is the third on Anderson, the fourth on the Cardinals. So that's big because Max not always a big scorer on this year's team especially, but he's known for his defense.
And I was wondering if Martinsburg was going to counter and put in Cheek, even though he has 2 fouls. But as you said, he's still seated on the bench here and has been for the past 3 minutes or so.
I don't think he can afford a third here before halftime. So Coach Rogers smartly keeping Keyshawn on the bench here. Awuna driving in with the right hand, dumps it down to Chase Shipley. Shipley's fadeaway J is good. Difficult shot, but Shipley makes it count. It's 19-13. Akwesi Opoku Champon with the basketball. Into the hands now of Caleb Thomas. He brings it across half court for the Cardinals. Thomas drives into the right hand, goes up strong, draws the foul, but it's before the shot.
Yeah, that might be Awuna's third. Gave him a little nudge from behind before he went up with the shot.
Now they're going to call it on Kyrie Bunning.
Okay.
It might be, though, the third on Bunny. At least it is according to the scoreboard. But
looks like it, and now Height's going to come in for him.
That is the third on Kyrie Bunny. So Height coming in for him here in 19-13 with 1:37 to go before halftime. And Caleb Thomas' free throw is up and good for the Cardinals. Thomas with a quiet game so far, really, on both ends. Just 5 points in what has been a low-scoring game. Height checks in, as well as Robinson, and both Fagan and Bunny checking out. Second free throw from Caleb Thomas is up and good. 21-13, Cardinals on top with 1:25 to go in the first half. Here's Height off the dribble. He'll pull up from mid-range. That's no good. Awuna tries to tip it. Thomas grabs the rebound, finds Jones. Jones ahead. Opoku Champon now with the basketball. Nice crossover dribble, brings it into the front court for the Cardinals. Guarded by King. King and Awuna come for the trap, and that leaves Xavier Anderson wide open for the two-handed slam. Anderson with 8 points to lead Spring Mills. They lead by 10. Chase Shipley back the other way, tries to kiss it off the glass. No good, but the follow from Robinson is there. 23-15. Opoku Champon into the hands of Jones. Jones goes up strong with the left hand. Good contest by King. Rebounded, though, by the Cardinals. Turnover into the hands now of Chase Shipley. Shipley pushes with the left hand, loses control. Xavier Anderson picks it up, but he stepped out of bounds. And Martinsburg will get it right back here. 23-15, 34.8 seconds to go in the first half. Xavier Anderson with his second dunk. And what is the Spring Mills team that can really get up and throw it down?
Yeah, now Xavier Anderson kind of trying to get Shipley to be a little frustrated here, pushing each other. Jake Long, the official, trying to get in there and tell him to cut it off, and neither one of them really listening right now. I'm surprised there hasn't been a double foul called yet. Just say enough's enough, and here we go. There we go. Technical foul is finally called by a different official from behind. We'll see if it's against both, or... And now it's an ejection. I think I just saw a second one. I saw two T's. I don't know if they called two on Anderson or if he just said one on Anderson, one to the bench. Let's see if we can get Jake Long over here. He jokingly said he might earlier before the game. We'll see if we can get him to come over and explain to us. But it was only a matter of time. You saw Xavier Anderson this entire game trying to get into the head of Martinsburg, and he's been told time and time again to knock it off, and he clearly wasn't listening here in this case.
Yeah, I don't think it was a technical. I don't think it was 2 on him. I think it was just 1. Might have just been an emphatic showing from the official, but Shipley knocks down the free throw. And this could be a big turn of events. He doesn't make the second, but still, Martinsburg will get the ball. I think that's a good job by the officials. This game's been a little chippy here and there from time to time, and you don't want it to get worse.
Interesting here. Coach Rogers was asking what about the foul, and I guess they didn't call one, or wasn't one before that. I can't remember what occurred before that.
The ball was just underneath the basket.
Okay.
Xavier Anderson was out of bounds.
That's what it was, yes.
23-16, 2 shots in the ball for the Bulldogs. One of the shots goes in, the other does not. That one knocked away, but it will stay with Martinsburg. There are 22 seconds left. Bulldogs looking to take advantage of the extra possession. King drives in, kicks it over to Height. Height drives in with the floater. He somehow got it over Caleb Thomas and knocked it down. 23-18 now. Thomas going back the other way quickly with the right-handed dribble and misses the shot. Robinson grabs the rebound. 2 seconds. Will launch. Half-court shot on the way. No good. And we head to halftime with the score. Spring Mills 23, Martinsburg 18. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the Mancher-Freddie Law Firm halftime show. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body. At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We welcome you into the halftime show brought to you by the Mancher-Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg. It's about seeking justice for you. Go to WVJusticeLawyers.com. Calling our score here at the half. Spring Mills 23, Martinsburg 18. What were your first half thoughts?
Well, at the end of the first quarter, we saw Spring Mills take control. 5-0 run to end that quarter. Martinsburg responds at the end of the second quarter. Ends that quarter with a 5-0 run as well. Both teams slow start offensively, defensively as we expected, and we expected a close game here. But at the same time, I feel like that benefits Martinsburg because we've seen a few times this year They come out of the locker room at the second half and look like just a completely different team. Can Spring Mills handle that if that happens again tonight?
And I think depth will be key, too, because Spring Mills hasn't used their bench too much. They have Max Anderson in foul trouble.
Both teams have a bit of foul trouble.
Yeah. But you do feel like maybe Martinsburg has a little bit more depth since they go to their bench more. But our first half stats here, as we get into those, brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department, Prevent, Promote, Protect. Offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. First for the Bulldogs, Josiah King with 2 points here at the half. Chase Shipley with 5. 3 for Kyrie Bunny, 2 for Anthony Awuna, 2 for Robinson, 2 for Zion, and 2 for Height. That goes up to just 18 here for Martinsburg at the half. For Spring Mills, Akwesi Apoku Achampong with 5. Caleb Thomas with 6. Xavier Anderson with 8. Smith with 3. And Max Anderson with 1. Take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, Dylan Bishop will have a halftime scoreboard update for you. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the Committee to Re-elect Craig Blair.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome into the N1 Halftime Scoreboard Show here on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. Dylan Bishop here at halftime of game between Spring Mills and Martinsburg boys basketball, where the Cardinals lead the Bulldogs 23-18 at the half. Also, we'll try to get you game scores from around the rest of the EPAC later on. Don't have any of those yet. If anybody knows, you can let us know in the comment section of the YouTube page. But otherwise, going on around the rest of the sports world in college basketball, 2 games in top 25 action are set to happen tonight. One going on right now. Number 4 UConn only up by 3 points at Butler with 2:39 left to go in that one on FS1. And following that, we'll have a big one. Number 1 Purdue hosting number 9 Illinois, also on Fox Sports 1. In the NBA, a handful of games going on right now, including the Knicks and 76ers on ESPN. The Knicks currently lead 47-38 with 8 minutes left until halftime. Thunder trailing the Nets 51-26, 8 minutes left in the second quarter over there. Celtics and Jazz 74-46 in the third quarter, and some early action going on, but we'll get you some more scores in the NBA at postgame. We have more time, but we'll get you back to Spring Mills High School now for the second half with Nick and Colin. This has been the M1 Halftime Scoreboard Show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. Our score at the half, Spring Mills 23, Martinsburg 18. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin, Dylan Bishop back in the studio, Aiden Sensible on camera here this evening as the Cardinals have a 23-18 lead over the Martinsburg Bulldogs as we begin this third quarter. And Colin, been an exciting game so far, even though it's low scoring. We got another low scoring game on the in the Panhandle tonight as well.
Yeah, not sure if Dylan had the score at halftime or not, but over across the county between Hedgesville and Musselman, that one tied up. 13-13 started the third quarter.
Yeah, so not a lot of scoring being done, but good basketball in terms of competitive games being played as we begin this third quarter here on TV 10.
Look who's back in the game for Martinsburg. Cheek.
Yeah, to be expected, as Martinsburg will start with possession. Here's an open King three from the top of the key. That's off the mark, no good, and Luna's going to get called for a foul on his way up, trying to grab the rebound, make contact with Max Anderson. So,
yep, and that is his third, so he now has three. Bunny has three. Cheek has two.
Yeah, a lot of fouls in this game and a lot of key players in foul trouble. As Caleb Thomas with it now for the Cardinals. He brings it into the front court. He receives a double team and throws it away into the hands of Chase Shipley. Shipley back to King with the right-handed dribble over to Kyrie Bunny. Bunny pulls up for three. That is short, no good, but the rebound's tipped out by King into the hands of Shipley. Shipley over to Owuna. Shipley pump fakes, drives in, floater on the way is short. Caleb Thomas skies up for the rebound. Max Anderson will bring it back the other way ahead to Xavier Anderson. And he finds Max now with the basketball with 7:11 left in this third period. Still no scoring so far. Smith drives into the lane. Shot is no good. Owuna skies up and grabs the rebound. Kyrie Bunny now on the bounce. Goes to the rim and shot is no good. Smith grabs the rebound on the other end. Xavier Anderson finds Max, and Max will bring it across half court. Anderson now with the basketball up top to Smith. Down low, tipped away by Keyshawn Cheek. He swings it though, or Caleb Thomas finds the ball, swings it to Aboku Champon, and he knocks it down the three from the corner. Now 8 points for Akwesi. So he leads the way for Spring Mills, him and Xavier Anderson each with 8 points apiece. Here's Keyshawn Cheek with the basketball. Over to the corner, Shipley. Shipley drives in hard. I think Caleb Thomas got a piece of that one on the way out. over to U. Smith into the corner, and it's a turnover for Spring Mills.
Still got a few people trying to refine their seats here. Making things difficult for you, Nick.
Yeah, just a little bit. But you're elevated, Colin. You can see over top.
Bird's eye view at the Cardinal Coliseum, as some would say.
Keyshawn Cheek with the drive. Second row is bird's eye view.
For us, it is.
That's true. Anthony Awuno with it over to King. Now, three-pointer from Shipley, and that's good. 26-21. Chase Shipley knocks down the open three. He has 8. Here's Xavier Anderson over to U. Smith in the corner trying to answer, and he does. 6 points for Loke U. Smith. Makes it 29-21. Spring Mills with 5:33 to go in this third period.
Saw that transition coming a mile away. Spring Mills said, pick your poison. Anderson dunk on U. Smith 3.
Looks like Robinson trying to check in as we have a foul away from the basketball.
It looks like it's called against Max Anderson, and that's his fourth.
That's his fourth, and that will bring Jones into the ball game now. Robinson checking in here for Chase Shipley. Got an 8-point lead here for Spring Mills. Anderson, a big-time defender for this team. Coach Samples frustrated about something, maybe trying to get his player in positioning as well.
Yep, and now we see Logan Bush checking in, the 6'3" sophomore.
5:26 to go in this third quarter. Keyshawn Cheek with the basketball for Martinsburg, who trails by 8. Over to Bunny in the corner. Bunny drives baseline. Over to Awuno. Awuno's elbow J is off the side of the backboard and no good. Caleb Thomas tries to get the rebound, but Awuno rips it away on the ground into the hands of Bunny. Bunny pulls up over Thomas. He got a piece of that one. Another block for Caleb, but another turnover for Spring Mills. King to Robinson for the layup.
Yeah, Spring Mills getting frustrated now. They need to calm down, otherwise Martinsburg can continue to crawl back here.
That's where they've caused the most turnovers, Colin. When they've been able to speed up Spring Mills, get them uncomfortable, it's caused some issues for the Cardinals. Thomas has that one tipped away by Robinson. It's out of bounds. They're going to say it stays with Spring Mills despite the displeasure of head coach Dave Rogers as well as the Martinsburg coaching staff.
But it's a great defense set up here by Martinsburg. As soon as they see
Kyrie Bunny gets the steal off the inbound, but he slipped and fell. That's going to be a travel. But an excellent play by Bunny to take it away with Caleb Thomas there going up for it, and Bunny wins that basketball.
Quickly go back to my point. As soon as they see a Spring Mills Cardinal have their back towards the basket, that's when they really apply the pressure and trying to get somebody set over for the double team.
It's a tough situation there as Bush will check out, Jones will check back in.
Here we go again with Xavier Anderson kind of jawing with the referee.
Here's a pass ahead to Jones. Jones kicks it over to Equazi for 3, and that's good. He's starting to heat up now. 11 points and a timeout taken by the Cardinals, who extend their lead out to 9 at 32-23, 4:27 left in this third quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
We welcome you back here to the Spring Mills Coliseum, Cardinal Coliseum. Third quarter is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to Fordofhagerstown.com, as well as Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. Call 304-263-3361. Bulldogs have it off the inbound, 32-23 Spring Mills, and Keyshawn Cheek tries to go into the lane, tries to go up against the Twin Towers, Xavier Anderson and Caleb Thomas, and gets fouled on his way up and will shoot 2.
Yep, and that's what you need for Martinsburg when he's in the game. his best attribute is driving the lane, getting to the basket, either making the layup, drawing the foul, or both.
Or finding a teammate.
Or sometimes, yes, finding a teammate too, even though three-pointers haven't been the best tonight for Martinsburg.
Even underneath the basket, sometimes on the drive, Keyshawn still finds them, but he's been held scoreless so far tonight and misses that free throw with 4:20 to go in this third period. And we knew this would be tough for Martinsburg because of the size of Spring Mills. And second free throw is up and good, but we knew the Bulldogs are a team that likes to go to the rim, and that's tough when you got Xavier Anderson and Caleb Thomas down low, and they don't come out. Poku Champon swings it over and now gets it back. Corner three from Jones is an air ball, rebounded by Josiah King. 32-24, Cheek on the attack, has it ripped away, but a foul called as they made contact with the face on his way to the basket. By the way, Xavier Anderson picking up his second foul just a moment ago. Jones will pick up his first. Max Anderson on the bench for the Cardinals with 4. And here's the inbound to Anthony Awuna. Now Kyrie Bunny with it. Keyshawn Cheek, top of the key. High post Robinson. Dribble handoff now. Cheek tries an extended elbow J. That is no good, but Awuna going up for the rebound with Thomas. A jump ball is called. The possession arrow will go to Spring Mills. 3:48 to go in this third quarter. The Cardinals on top, 32-24. In a low-scoring, physical, defensive battle between Spring Mills and Martinsburg. Equazi Apoku Champon with the basketball, and he swings it to Thomas, now gets it back. Off the screen from Thomas over to Jones. Back in the hands of Apoku Champon. Guarded by Robinson over to Thomas. Thomas drives in. Keyshawn Cheek in positioning. Draws the charge, as he does so many times. I wonder what the stat is on that.
You typically see at least one, if not more, a game. He's able to just quickly set his feet down low, wait for that contact, and then go to the floor and get the call.
Jay Shipley checks back in for the Bulldogs. First foul on Caleb Thomas here with 3:21 to go in this third quarter. And Spring Mills up by 8 at 32-24. Keyshawn Cheek at the basketball for the Bulldogs as he tries to get something going for this quiet Bulldog offense. Over to Shipley now. Shipley drives in, kicks it back to Cheek. A hard screen from Shipley on Anderson, and an offensive foul called against Martinsburg. It'll be Spring Mills basketball. Equazi Apoku Champon now will inbound here on the baseline for Spring Mills, who, again, still leads at 32-24.
That's Shipley's first foul as well for the Martinsburg Bulldogs.
Into the middle of the court now, Xavier Anderson over to Caleb Thomas. Smith, corner three on the way. No good, but a foul called.
Yep, and that's Shipley's second here quickly.
Yeah, and they're going to, I think, maybe take him out here for Josiah King as Chase's had kind of a tough second half. He sat for a while, not quite sure why, but now maybe going back to the bench here as King could also be coming in for anybody at this point, but just kind of a presumption there with the two quick fouls. I'm not sure. 2:53 to go. Smith to the free throw line, and the lefty's free throw is up and good. 7 points for him here tonight. Second free throw is good as well. He does get 3 as he was fouled on a 3 in the corner. King will check in for Shipley, who heads to the bench. Martinsburg now down by 10. They're going to need Chase, though, in this final, 10:53 of this ball game heading into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they need something to change here if they want to stay in this one.
All 3 free throws are up and good for Spring Mills. It's 35-24. Here's Robinson in the corner off the Cheek screen. Back over to Kyrie Bunny. Now Robinson throws a jab step, swings it back to Keyshawn. Trying to post up is Bunny. Cheek goes in the lane, somehow gets the shot over Xavier Anderson on a scoop shot, and it's up and good. 35-26. First field goal from Keyshawn Cheek. He has 3 points. Opoku Champon now bringing it into the front court over to Jones. Jones guarded closely by Robinson. Caleb Thomas now at the basketball, guarded tightly by Kyrie Bunny. Thomas drives in, has it tipped away, taken away by the Bulldogs. Here's King. King in transition. Spin move in the lane, goes up strong, but Jones is there for the block and then the foul.
Every time it feels like Spring Mills has a chance to pull away, Martinsburg somehow finds a new gear and fights back. Still down by 9, 2:03 left here in the third, but
there's a lot of time left here, Colin, and it just feels like if somebody can get an offensive mojo going here in these final few minutes,
that'll be the difference.
Yeah, but it could also just continue to play out like this, and then Spring Mills would most likely be able to hold on as the free throw is up and good from Josiah King here at 35-27. But can the Cardinals kind of close that door like you've been talking about, or can Martinsburg close the gap enough and then take the lead like they kind of did against Jefferson? Here's a second free throw up and good from King. He has 4, 35-28 is the score now at 2:03 left in the third period. Opoku Champon into the corner for Jones. Back over to Caleb Thomas, who's been quiet here tonight. Thomas skip pass into the corner. Opoku Champon, 3 on the way is good. Okwesi's been stepping up. The sophomore leading the way with 3 threes here in this third period.
Yeah, he's loving that right corner.
Keyshawn Cheek with the basketball. Cardinals down by 10. Into the hands now of, now Robinson with it. King with the pass over to Robinson. Now King chases it down on the offensive rebound for Martinsburg. King into the lane, trying to kick it out. Now goes up with the layup and gets it to go. First field goal of the game for King. He has 6 points, 38-30. Okwesi with the basketball. Guarded tightly in the backcourt by Robinson. Finds Caleb Thomas. Thomas going to the lane hard, and he's fouled on his way up. Keyshawn Cheek, I believe, he's going to pick up the personal with 59.5 seconds left.
Yeah, Thomas wanted to go up with that one for the slam, and Cheek just held him down.
I don't think they're going to give him the shooting foul.
Wow.
I mean, I guess Keyshawn really did it pretty smartly because he never really got up a shot. He went for the ball, too. So a pretty good foul there from Cheek, even though it is his third. They'll get it into Caleb Thomas, and Keyshawn never nearly gets the steal.
Ooh.
Could have been a fourth, though.
Yeah, that was very close. He definitely was lunging for that one. And they say because he kind of got the ball, the contact was made in the effort for going after the ball to result in no foul.
Jackson Steen getting ready to check in here at 38-30. Thomas pulls up from inside the elbow, but it's no good. Jones with a great offensive rebound. The follow's not there. Xavier Anderson's follow, though, is there. 10 points for the sophomore Anderson. King on the floor draws a jump ball, still with the Bulldogs here. 10-point game, 40-30. Steen coming in here for the final 39 seconds of this third period. Keyshawn going to come out smart. Substitution there for the Bulldogs to prevent a fourth foul on Cheek before the fourth period. We'll get it into Steen, and Steen will try to set it up. Finds Chase Shipley. Shipley over to King. King starting to go on a little bit of a run. Shipley tries a three. That is off the back of the rim, but Steen grabs the rebound. Good hustle play. Awuna keeps it alive. 23 seconds. Third quarter. Martinsburg down 10 here at 40-30 in possession of the basketball. King drives into the lane, kicks it out. Awuna swings it to Shipley. Shipley drives in with the left hand, goes up strong, no good. Jones skies up for the rebound. Spring Mills now with 6 seconds, has some time. Caleb Thomas brings it across half court. 2 seconds, 1 second, three-pointer just off the mark from Okwesi Opoku Champon, and we head to the fourth. It's Spring Mills 40, Martinsburg 30. We'll take a 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We have the fourth quarter after this.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
40-30 our score here as we head to the fourth quarter. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin. Our fourth quarter presented to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first, Parsons. Also, the Larry DeMarco team at Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the Tri-State, they have you covered. And it's Spring Mills 40, Martinsburg 30, and the Cardinals have possession of the basketball. Caleb Thomas brings it across half court, finds Xavier Anderson into the corner for Jones. Jones drives in. No look pass down low to Anderson. Anderson takes the foul and goes up strong. Will head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, Cheek went up thinking that he was going to shoot immediately off the catch, and I just caught him into the air, and Anderson waited for him, drew the contact, and now that's 4 fouls against Keyshawn Cheek.
I think you have to let him play through here, Colin. With you down 10 and 7:49 left, that's a lot of time. And Cheek, like we said before, arguably the Bulldogs' best player. I feel like you need him in the ballgame.
Yeah, but also he's been quiet on the offensive side.
Well, he hasn't really gotten a rhythm because he's been on the bench.
Right.
So I think you need him out there, and you can't really win without him, or at least come back and make it close. So we'll see what happens here down the stretch. Xavier Anderson's second free throw is no good, but the first was good. They called a lane violation anyway on Anderson, but overall good night for him. He has 11 points to help the Cardinals so far. Keyshawn Cheek with the basketball over to Josiah King. Kyrie Bunny thought about the open three, now resets offensively. King into the lane is fouled. Non-shooting foul. The ball will go underneath the basket here with 7:36 to go in this fourth quarter. And Spring Mills up 11, pulling away from the Bulldogs like we've kind of been waiting to see if it would happen, but can Martinsburg have another run left in them? Have to wait and see. Josiah King with the basketball going against Jones. King kicks it out to Shipley, who just barely keeps it alive in the front court. Shipley into the lane, pulls up, shot on the way over Ooh Smith is no good. Chompon grabs the rebound. Poku Chompon, that should be. As over to Ooh Smith for the corner three, that's no good. Josiah King skying up for a board on the other end. Martinsburg bringing it back the other way. King into the lane, has it blocked by a pair of Cardinals.
Yep, I think it was Jones mostly getting a piece.
Ooh Smith going back the other way, lost control of it as he tries to go behind his back. Shipley now to Kyrie Bunny as it's just fast break after fast break. Can Cheek answer with a three? No. Rebound, Ooh Smith. Spring Mills bringing it back. Caleb Thomas now. Well, he's slow it down. He's got Jones, extra pass to Xavier Anderson down low, kick it back out, Ooh Smith. With 6.5 left. Spring Mills still holding this 11-point lead. Anderson, extra pass, blocked by Bunny on the three-pointer, but they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, Bunny kind of collided with him body to body, and yes, he got a piece of it up high, but too much down below.
Yeah, didn't let him land.
Score update across the county, 27-26 Musselman going into the fourth.
27-26, you say?
27-26, Musselman leading Hedgesville.
Lou Smith to the free throw line to shoot 3. His free throw is up and good. He already had this situation earlier for him, and he made all 3 of them. And that certainly has helped Spring Mills kind of extend this lead now out to 12. That one's good, 13. Jackson Steen's going to come into the game for Martinsburg. Josiah King's going to check out.
Yeah, it's hard to see Martinsburg right now just fighting back in this one. They need some threes, and that's just not their specialty.
No. Lou Smith's 3rd free throw, though, is no good, but still overall doing a good job from the line in this second half. Here's Keyshawn Cheek with the spin move. Tries to maneuver his way to the basket and just trying to do maybe a little bit too much. And now Luna's going to be hit with the foul. Martinsburg, like you said, Colin, kind of slipping away and maybe not in the best positioning to be a team really built to come back down 13 with 6 minutes left. King's going to come back in as that is 2 on Owuna, but checking out for the Bulldogs. I didn't see who ran off, but Martinsburg not with the basketball here. I believe it's Keyshawn. Yeah, Keyshawn Cheek checks out. Poku Champon with the basketball in the back court. And here's a skip pass. Caleb Thomas, thank you for grabbing that one.
I was ready.
Caleb Thomas now going down low to Xavier Anderson. Over to Jones. Fadeaway. Jay is good. Some big minutes here from Tyler Jones. That's his first 2 points, but making an impact with some blocks on the defensive end. And with Max Anderson in foul trouble, it's been big. It's not going to go down as a great game in the stat sheet, but he certainly has shown up. Caleb Thomas grabs the rebound out to Lou Smith. Going up for the jam. Spring Mills by 17. Coach Samples burning a timeout with 5:28 left. And the crowd is going ballistic here at the Cardinal Coliseum. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Side, since, we're back.
We welcome you back here to the Cardinal Coliseum.
Trying to plan for tomorrow. We got Shepherd basketball.
Right. I don't know how much of that went over, but 47-30. Spring Mills pulling away. Here up 17 as we're in this fourth quarter now. I've already given you the fourth quarter sponsor, so Colin, not Cardinal. I keep doing that for some reason. But Colin, I mean, this is Spring Mills at their best right now.
This is what we've been waiting for from Spring Mills. They're pulling away. This one seems over. I mean, 5:28 left, up 17. It's been a poor shooting night for Martinsburg. They're at their best when they can get to the basket in the transition, get some layups. They can't get to the basket tonight against Caleb Thomas and the rest of these Spring Mills Cardinals down low. Xavier Anderson.
Even, Tyler Jones has had a few blocks here and there. So, I mean, this Spring Mills team really playing well in the final 5 minutes. And it's not that we don't feel like Martinsburg could compete. It's just we know how good Spring Mills is, and at times they've looked really good here tonight. Here's Caleb Thomas out past Xavier Anderson. This probably isn't their best game, but they've finished strong. Here's Thomas now. And they've had guys step up. And we're looking at one of them right now. Kwesi Aboku Champon has had a nice game. Here's Caleb Thomas, an open three. That's good. It won't go down as a historic Caleb Thomas night, just 9 points. That's a hard collision on the other end between Chase Shipley and Xavier Anderson. Luckily, both guys able to come to their feet.
That was dangerous.
It's a 20-point lead here for Spring Mills, but as I was saying, Thomas hasn't had a huge night or anything, but when they needed him to, he's kind of, stabilized things on the offensive end.
Yeah, Luke Samples unhappy with that call. Thought that it should have been a player control foul, and I'm kind of in agreement with him. Shipley, he went for that collision more than the shot in my mind, and that was very dangerous.
Shipley does make the free throw. Second one from Chase is good as well. 10 points for Shipley at 52-32, or 50-32. Here's Jones. Jones goes up strong, blocking foul call on the other end here against Martinsburg, Josiah King. Jones will head to the line, shoot two.
Yeah, King was there in plenty of time to set up his feet and try to take that charge, but right at the last second, he realized his positioning wasn't where it needed to be and tried to slide over and sell it, and that wasn't the case for him. Both teams right now just need to cool down. 18-point ball game. You don't want anything unnecessary going on here.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can see a few players out here on the floor trying to push one another to the edge and get something to break.
It's been a closer game than whatever the final score ends up being. These two teams were battling, very physical game as well. I'm not really sure what the delay is here right now.
I'm not sure either what the delay is. I don't know if there's confusion with who the foul is supposed to be on, who got fouled maybe. But Robinson was on the court. He's now had to go back off for Martinsburg. Now the call being explained over to Coach Samples. That looks like we will have the Jones free throws.
Jones's first one is no good. It's tough to make a free throw when you've had 30, 45-second delay.
If not more.
I'm not really sure what it could have been. Second one is good, though, from Jones. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line. 3 points for him, 51-32. 4:30 to go in this fourth quarter. King drives in, goes up strong, has it blocked by U. Smith as well as Caleb Thomas. Thomas ahead to U. Smith, who lost it out of bounds, but it's tipped by the Bulldogs and will stay with Spring Mills here. 51-32, 4:18 to go in this fourth quarter.
There's a lot going on away from the ball right now between Xavier Anderson and Chase Shipley.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm Coach Samples, I might think about just getting Anderson out if I'm Coach.
Yeah, you're up 19. I don't disagree, especially with him already having one tech.
Yeah, and honestly, if I'm Coach Rogers, I'm making Shipley out too. No reason. These guys clearly, it's passion. They're going at it. It's basketball. Caleb Thomas drives in. Shot is no good. Robinson grabs the rebound ahead to Shipley. Shipley against U. Smith. Goes into the lane, has it swatted away by several Cardinals.
Yeah, that was Xavier Anderson going up and swatting that one back.
And now Spring Mills can kind of hold it here with 3:49. Coach Sample's going to burn another timeout. We'll take another 30-second break here at 51-32. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball Talk Radio, WRNR TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here to the Cardinal Coliseum. Fans started to exit here on the Martinsburg side with the Bulldogs trailing Spring Mills 51-32. Nick Verzolini, Colin McLaughlin, happy to have you with us. Aiden Sensible, our cameraman. Back in the studio, Dylan Bishop. Colin, it's been an interesting game. Definitely, mainly a defensive-focused game for the majority of it. Spring Mills has pulled away here late. But Martinsburg definitely gave them a battle, but ultimately the Cardinals proving, how good they are.
Yeah, you expected it to be a defensive battle because you talk with any coach in the EPAC, boys or girls basketball, first words that come out of their mouth is defense. But I don't know if a lot of people expected the scoreline that you have here, almost a 20-point deficit for Martinsburg.
Xavier Anderson goes up strong and finishes. He's had a big game for Spring Mills. Here's Steen with it now over to Kyrie Bunny. Back in the hands of Jackson Steen. He'll pull up for three. That's just short, no good. Rebounded by Caleb Thomas. Ahead to Xavier Anderson. Back to Max. Max with the behind-the-back pass to Ooh Smith, and that's good.
That was pretty. Spring Mills having fun here now in this one.
Might as well when you're up 56-32. Here's the corner three from Robinson. That's an air ball rebounded by Poku at Champon, and he'll bring it up the court now for the Cardinals. Thomas into the hands of Anderson. Spring Mills knows they can hold it here with the no shot clock in the state of West Virginia. Get a good shot if they need to. Ooh Smith kind of forcing that one. Rebounded by the Dogs. Here's Steen, steps into a three-pointer, and that's good. Jackson Steen from way downtown knocks it down.
Now Martinsburg calling a timeout.
Yeah, you got them. That's now 4 remaining for Martinsburg. We'll keep it here, 56-35. And Colin,
got another score update
yeah,
from across the county. If you want one, no final yet, but it looks like it will be Hedgesville pulling away and getting the win. 14 seconds left in that one. 36-30. Hedgesville leading Musselman.
Right. Most likely, you never know. 14 seconds, but it looks like Hedgesville going to get a win there. So, good game on that side of the county as well. A low-scoring one, but...
Yeah, low-scoring, kind of like we had at first here.
And you'd expect that with Hedgesville Musselman. It feels like those teams, play pretty physical, play pretty even style, so good back and forth there, and looks like Hedgesville's going to get that win, so a lot to talk about on Monday.
Definitely.
On the Sports Mix. At noon, 56-35, our score. Xavier Anderson with the basketball for Spring Mills, Caleb Thomas now with it behind the back dribble, guarded by Kyrie Bunny. Thomas with the, Robinson's going to pick up the foul, which is, I believe, the 5th on Martinsburg this quarter. Yep, it is. So we'll have free throws here for Caleb Thomas in a 56-35 game. Thomas just 9 points here tonight, but has a chance to get into the double figures. Free throw up and no good. Second one good from Caleb Thomas to give him 10. At 57-35. Martinsburg brings it in the front court now. Here's Robinson over to Bunny. And Chase Shipley tries a long three. It's off the back of the rim and no good. Hits off that kind of thing connecting the rim there at the top. And it will stay, or go to the Cardinals, I should say. Coy Fagan comes in for Kyrie Bunny. Just a minute 54 remaining in this one with Spring Mills up 22 at 57-35. Here's a pass down court to Tyler Jones. Great catch by Jones. Put him in at wide receiver. Here's a drive into the lane for the Cardinals. Kick it back out to Jones down in the hands of Thomas with a minute 40 left. Caleb Thomas goes in, kicks it out. Xavier Anderson now drives, goes up strong with the layup and the foul against Martinsburg with 1:31 left.
Final score, 37-30. Hedgesville defeated Musselman.
So good win there for the Eagles. Musselman's been playing some great basketball, but has had a long week. Hedgesville's had some time off, so that might have been a factor in why it was such a low-scoring game, Colin, when you have one team playing a lot of basketball, another team coming out hasn't really played that much recently. Kind of makes some sense when you think about it that way, 58-35.
But to counter that, it hasn't affected Spring Mills.
Well, it did for three quarters.
It did for the start, but yes, they're definitely pulling away here.
And still, I think if you look at the final numbers, the percentages probably won't be great for the Cardinals either.
That's true.
As Anderson goes 1 for 2 there from the line. Steen into the corner for Robinson. Shot is no good. Thomas grabs the rebound over to Tyler Jones. Jones. In the hands of Caleb Thomas. The fans get what they want. Anderson goes up strong. Max Anderson, that is. He's fouled as TJ Crawford checks in. The senior for Spring Mills. And Logan Bush getting ready to check in as well, as Anderson's free throw is no good. TJ Crawford, we saw him last game we were here, as Caleb Thomas will check out. Gets a good cheer from the crowd, but Crawford made some threes late, and even Coach Sample said maybe he should have got him in more. So, I mean, he can shoot it.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do here in the final 104.
Second free throw is good from Max Anderson. Just 2 points for Max, but again, his game, he had some foul trouble here tonight and played some good defense when he was in the game. Chase Shipley with the basketball into the hands now of Jackson Steen. Down low to Zion. Back to Steen. Head fake, pull up from the baseline. That's going to fall. Jackson Steen showing some good things here offensively with 5 points here in this fourth quarter. Kwesi brings it into the front court. Over to Jones. Jones back to Champagne. Over to Logan Bush. Back to Crawford, but it's stolen by Steen. Steen all by himself. Goes up for the layup, up and good. Jackson Steen with 7. Bulldogs cut it down to 20 here with 19 seconds. At 59-39. That one tipped by Shipley, but a foul called here in the backcourt.
Yeah, that was just a little unnecessary with the reach there, 90 feet away from the opposite basket.
Well, I mean,
it's a 20-point game, Nick.
Well, you try to get a steal, Colin.
20-point game.
Well, I mean, it's unnecessary for you because time's expiring, but for Chase Shipley, he's trying to score.
It's a 20-point game, 21-point game.
Say that when he needs 1,000 career points and that steal and layup didn't happen, and he finishes with 998.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen for him.
The Champon's free throws are both good. Make it 61-39. Final few seconds rolling off the clock. Xavier Anderson will dribble it out, and Spring Mills gets the win over Martinsburg, 61-39. The Cardinals are still undefeated at 8-0 with the 61-39 win over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Colin McLaughlin on his way over to grab the head coach of the Spring Mills Cardinals, Luke Samples, when we get into our just before here, our post-game show. But overall, good win here for Spring Mills over Martinsburg, who came in with the win over Jefferson the other night. We're feeling pretty good about their team as of late, and still a team that has some talent and can do a lot of good things, but certainly, heading into this one, a big matchup against Spring Mills, and the Cardinals continue to flex their muscle here in the EPAC and in the state of West Virginia. And Spring Mills was coming off the biggest win in the state, a dominating win, or not dominating win, but a big win over Morgantown, who had won back-to-back state championships and hasn't lost anybody in the state of West Virginia in 2 years. So, be interested to see what Coach Samples has to say as his team able to get the win here tonight, and he makes his way over here to join Colin and I here after Spring Mills' 61-39 win over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. And Coach Samples, good to have you join us here after the game. Just your initial thoughts on this win here tonight over Martinsburg.
Hey, man, it's a tale of two halves. Martinsburg's really scrappy, great guard play. Our defense, we found something in Summersville, man, and our defense holds tight. 39 points to a Martinsburg team that wants to run and gun. Really good job. I'm proud of them. Martinsburg's a top 5, top 10 team for me. They came out and fought us. I think we learned a lot about ourselves tonight. We have to be a little tougher offensively, and we were in the second half. Proud of my guys. Again, man, 3-5 years ago, I was taking these beatings, and now coaches won't shake my hand because they get beat. It's insane. I don't know.
That's what I was actually about to ask you. I saw that there at the end, and do you have any other thoughts?
Yeah,
I let it go at the end there.
I remember Coach Rogers when I was at Hampshire put us out by like 70. I shook his hand after the game. I remember when I was here at Spring Mills, lost by 40 to the Teddy Marshall of the world. I shook his hand after the game. I have no idea, man. It's a basketball game. It's about the kids. I'm hugging kids, and he won't even shake my hand. It's disappointing for a head coach not to shake the other head coach's hands. I give credit to Coach Basie for shaking my hand. I have no idea what that is. Sore loser, I guess. I don't know.
Well, Coach, your team does get the win, 61-39 here tonight. And had some guys get in foul trouble during the game, and Max Anderson in particular. But, it's not going to show up necessarily in the stat sheet, but I thought Tyler Jones did some really good things for you, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, I always hear something about Spring Mills this, Spring Mills that. We don't have a bench. We don't have a bench. Man, we do have a bench. But when 5 guys are rolling, they're foul trouble. Why would I sub them out? It makes no sense. Tyler Jones is a really, really, really good player, and I've been telling him, man, you're going to have your moment. You're going to have your moment, and he had his moment tonight. He was an unbelievable spark off the bench for us. And, again, there's other guys on that bench that can play. But, again, man, when you have 5 guys, you're the number 1 team. Well, I guess we're number 3 until hopefully tomorrow. But when we think we're number 1, when you're the number 1 team in the state, you're really not making many mistakes. So, again, you're going to see other guys get opportunities when guys get in foul trouble. I'm so proud of Tyler Jones, man. He transferred back in from Goretti. He's been with us for years, and I'm happy for him. He's lived for this moment. He showed it tonight.
This was the vision for this program. I know maybe 2-3 years ago it probably would have been hard to see for you, but now seeing it here now 3 years later, just describe it. How special is it?
It's so special, man. I never got this far in my dreams. I know I say that all the time. But, I'm a kid that has a father for a steel mill worker. My mom worked at the bank. My granddad was a pottery worker, man. And I come over these from Panhandle with giants. And, these kids, we did it. We did it our own way. We didn't do it like anyone else. All those kids went to Spring Mills Middle School, man. Every one of those kids went to Spring Mills Middle. And I'm proud of that. They stuck with us through good times and bad. And, man, no, I've never gone this far. Like I said, we were losing to Martinsburg by 40 when I first got here. Now we're winning by 20. So I don't know. I can't do math right now. 22.
Yeah.
I still think we have a ways to go. But, again, man, we just prove night in, night out. We want to get better. We don't want to be on a Morgantown or Martinsburg hangover. We have Washington on Tuesday, and we'll get better. And I hope that snow comes because, my goodness, we got a lot of practice tomorrow.
Coach, congrats on the win. And thanks for joining us here.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Welcome here anytime.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
That was Luke Samples, head coach of the Spring Mills Cardinals. We'll take a 2-minute break, and then we'll get into the Palace Lounge post-game show. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School as the Cardinals get the win over the Martinsburg Bulldogs 61-39. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin here as we begin the Palace Lounge post-game show. The Palace Lounge is located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. A full lunch and dinner menu, daily specials, and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Colin, what's your initial thoughts on this one that Spring Mills ends up pulling away and getting that 22-point win?
I mean, it's another statement win for this Spring Mills program this year. Big week for them to wrap things up. As you heard from Coach Samples, coming off that win against Morgantown, the first team within the state to beat them in 2 years. And now a team trying to make a comeback and make a statement was Martinsburg. And you go ahead here in your first EPAC game of the season against a top 5 team in Martinsburg, arguably, blow them out. I didn't expect the blowout. I expected this one to be close. And now I'm starting to feel like maybe nobody's going to be close here in the EPAC to this Spring Mills team.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Because I think it's a lot to say that at this point because they still have to play Jefferson fully healthy.
That's true.
Jefferson maybe beats Martinsburg fully healthy. So it's still early, and styles make fights as well. But I think you're right. Spring Mills certainly has the talent to be the best team in the state of West Virginia. But as we know, other teams will get better as the season goes on as well. And I think still some interesting matchups like Hedgesville will always be maybe a thorn in Spring Mills' side, and Musselman as well. So I'm just excited for basketball, man. It's always good. But let's get in some post-game stats here, brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to fordofhagerstown.com. Start with the Cardinals as they were victorious. Ekwesi Opoku Achampon tied for the team lead in points here tonight with 16 for him. Other top scorers, and Spring Mills ends up with 4 guys in double figures, Colin, even though it didn't really feel that way at times.
No, it didn't.
Loke U. Smith also has 16 here tonight. Xavier Anderson with 14. Caleb Thomas with 10. Max Anderson with 2, Tyler Jones with 3. They may only have played 6 guys, but like Coach said, I think 7 guys actually ultimately, but for the majority of the game, only 6 guys, or actually 8 guys I think it was total. But whatever it was, they all played well. So on the Martinsburg side, Josiah King, 6, Jackson Seen, 7, 3 for Keyshawn Cheek, 10 for Chase Shipley, 3 for Kyrie Bunny, Anthony Wuna, 2, Robinson, 4, 2 for Zion. Hype with 2 as well. 39 total for the Bulldogs, 61 total for Spring Mills. Now let's get into your awards. Rejection of the game brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page.
Got to go Caleb Thomas.
Caleb Thomas?
Yeah.
You have a specific one?
The one that went into the Martinsburg student section, definitely rejection of the game.
Yeah. I almost forgot about that, but that's a good point.
That's hard to forget. I mean, it went a few rows into that section. They definitely won't forget it. They wanted it to be a souvenir. It's only a souvenir in their mind, as well as the 22-point loss.
That was harsh.
I'm sorry, Martinsburg.
Moving the game brought to you by WV Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
Moment of the game had to be the U. Smith three-pointer in the second half there at the top of the key. The first of, I believe, the 3 that he made in that third quarter. Might have been the second. Can't really remember which one it was. But once he made that, that was really, I think, the point in the game where you knew, here goes Spring Mills running away with this one.
I think that's a good one. He had a few dunks, too.
That is true.
You had a behind-the-back pass from Max Anderson for a 3.
Yeah, that was nice. But
there was a lot of nice
by then,
moments.
the game was over.
Right, yeah. I'm with you. Player of the game, Colin, brought to you by Orsini's Home Store. Not just an appliance store any longer, located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg, or online at Orsinis.com.
Going with Xavier Anderson. Even though he had the tech, let the emotion of the game get to him a little bit there, he still, I think, had a fantastic game and definitely deserving of our player of the game tonight.
Yeah, 14 points, probably close to double-digit rebounds.
Might have had a double-double. I wouldn't be surprised.
And, really, I thought, even with the tech, like, him getting in the head of Martinsburg a little bit probably helped. I mean, you got to have a control on that, but it's part of the game of basketball.
But also, even though it might not be noticed as much as the offensive side, defensively, I mean, he was face guarding either Cheek or Shipley whenever they were out on the court, making sure they were a non-factor in this game, and it clearly worked.
Yeah, good game for Xavier Anderson. So that does it here for us. We are back tomorrow with Shepherd basketball, pending the snow, of course, that is expected to be in the area. But that is a noon tip for the Shepherd women and a 2 p.m. tip for the Shepherd men. In terms of high school basketball, I believe we're back on Monday, Colin, with a game. I think it's the Musselman-Jefferson game at Musselman, I believe.
I think that might be Tuesday.
I will double-check here real quick.
We have girls basketball on Monday.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. Washington at Spring Mills. So we're back here Monday.
Hey,
there we
leave
go.
The stuff here. Oh, wait, no, we can't.
No, we can't do that. No. That's not happening.
You're right, though. Jefferson Musselman on Tuesday, so that's all coming up next week. But for Dylan Bishop back in the studio, Aiden Sensabaugh, our cameraman, Kyle McLaughlin on color commentary, I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long here from the Cardinal Coliseum. Once again, your final score, Spring Mills 61, Martinsburg 39.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
WV Medicine Jefferson Medical Center is proud to announce that our total hip and knee replacement surgery programs recently earned the Joint Commission's Gold Seal of Approval. Achieving this prestigious Joint Commission certification distinguishes Jefferson Medical Center for the excellent care our orthopedic team provides at every stage from pre-admission to acute hospital stay and discharge. It also demonstrates Jefferson Medical Center's ongoing commitment to improving patient care. WVU Medicine, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Welcome into the post-game and one scoreboard show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10, following a 61-39 victory in boys basketball for Spring Mills over Martinsburg. Dylan Bishop here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Give you some more scores from around the sports world in EPAC boys basketball. As was mentioned earlier on the broadcast, Hedgesville boys basketball gets a win over Musselman, 37-30. Let's take a look at some scores from around the rest of the basketball world. In college basketball, Division I, top 25, final score between UConn and Butler. Number 4 UConn avoids the upset, winning 88-81 in the road game there. Currently on FS1 is a matchup between number 1 Purdue and number 9 Illinois. The Boilermakers currently leading 32-26 with 4:34 left in the first half there. Moving on to the NBA, handful of games going on right now, including the Thunder and the Nets. Brooklyn leading 101-79 at the end of 3 quarters. The Wizards currently trailing the Cavaliers 90-63 with 10 minutes to go in that game. The Knicks on ESPN against the 76ers lead 88-74, 4:15 left in the third quarter there. 47-43, the Bulls lead the Hornets in the third quarter. Timberwolves and Rockets, 65-55 Minnesota in the third quarter there. Clippers up 66-45 in the third quarter on New Orleans. Trailblazers currently trailing the Mavericks 50-37, 5:28 left in the second quarter there. Nuggets and Magic, it's 19-12 Denver in the first quarter, and currently ongoing last game of the bunch, 16-12 the Suns leading the Heat early on. 5:16 left in the first quarter. 3 games that have yet to start. Pistons and Warriors at Golden State. Grizzlies and Lakers in LA on ESPN, scheduled for 10 o'clock. And Raptors at Sacramento. 2 games that have already concluded. The Celtics with a 126-97 win over the Jazz. And the Pacers with a 150-116 win over the Hawks. And then 2 games currently ongoing in the NHL, switching over to hockey for a minute. Blackhawks and Devils tied at 2 in the third period, and the Capitals and the Hurricanes currently tied at 2 with 8:04 left in the third period there. One game that's yet to start in the NHL, the Jets and the Ducks in Anaheim starting at 10 o'clock on NHL Power Play or ESPN+. So again, your scores from around the EPAC, 37-30 Hedgesville with a win over Musselman in boys basketball, and the game that we just had here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 was Spring Mills beating Martinsburg 61-39. This has been the N1 postgame scoreboard show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Dylan Bishop, hoping that you have a great rest of your Friday evening and a great weekend.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Rocks, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda, Craig Blair for State Senate, Orsini's Home Store, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Hagerstown Ford, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Modern Realty Results, The Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.